Hello and welcome to my Tarot Corner. So today I'm using new decks, and this is a new deck that I received today. It is a Halloween deck called the Happy Halloween Tarot. It's a peep deck, but it's an illustrated peep deck. And despite the fact that I don't really love peep decks, I do have quite a few. And this one is illustrated in a very fun Halloweeny way, and the majors are really very cute. Now, this is the mini version, and I am shuffling it this way because the cards are small, and because of that, it's a little bit hard to shuffle. So that's why I'm shuffling this way, because my hand is still very painful. So shuffling this in that way, in the riffle shuffle, is too difficult for me. So I'm just shuffling it, but I then will clear it and will ask the question in the regular way. And the question is actually a question that my husband asked me today. Now, my husband revels in making me cross at him, and he really likes to nag me about Meghan. He likes to take the side of the devil and to try and to defend her, and he starts saying, she's very sexy, she's actually very, she wants to achieve good things. I mean, he really tries to irritate me. And today we had a conversation, and we spoke about the children, and he started saying, how do you know? Maybe she is neglecting the children because she knows that being with the children is not their best interest. Maybe she knows that if she will be with the children, she will not influence them in a good way. So maybe it is best for her not to be around the children. And I told him, you know what? I am ready to check this. I'm ready to ask the question, does Meghan neglect the children? Does she keep on going out without them, never taking them anywhere, because she realizes that leaving them with the nannies is better? Now, of course, it's all in supposing that they do have children with them, but I'm taking that as a yes right now, although many of you might come out and say they don't have any children, and I will accept that. I have no problem with that. But supposing that they do have children, does Meghan abstain from taking them with her anywhere because she prefers to leave them with the nannies? So because she realizes that her influence over them is not so great. So I'm clearing the deck. Sorry, one card flipped. And because I shuffled them the way I did, I will read reversed cards in this reading. So, does Meghan prefer leaving the kids with the nannies because she realizes that her influence on them is not so great? What is the connection or the relationship between Meghan and her children? Okay, so this is a spread of 5 cards that is called Mother Relationship, and it looks into the relationship of the mother with the mother and how it affects the way that they nurture themselves. How does it, what is the environment in the house, and do they feel any security? Do they have any comfort? So the first card is the relationship with the mother, and what I'm getting here is the Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles is a very materialistic card because it's the card of being in this energy of realizing the needs. So Meghan is making sure that they get all of their needs, everything that they need. But that is tangible needs. That is not spiritual needs. This is about things that food, clothing, money, things that money can buy. This is not around having some kind of support or love or any kind of feelings. So she's making sure that they get everything that they need, but she also makes sure that they know that they get everything they need from her. So we can see here this small plant that starts as a seed and then slowly gets out of the soil and starts to grow. This is really the best analogy of babies that are in the soil and then they get out and they start developing and getting all of their needs, everything that they need from Mother Earth, let's say it that way. So this is about getting their needs done, and this is only about them getting into this very, very small sprout. So this is the really taking care of their first years of life, the time that all they need is tangible things, but they still do need some tender love and care, not only sunlight, water, and food. So, but she doesn't really care about that. This is exactly what she cares about, that they will get what they need in the tangible things, and she's leaving all of the emotions to others. So that's their relationship. The next card is, how does it affect the way that they feel or nurture themselves? And what I'm getting here is the King of Wands in reverse, the Ray of the Wands, Ray de Wands. And the King of Wands, that is the initiator, but it's in the reverse. So this is a card that speaks about knowing how to start things, but also being very impulsive. This is someone who initiates things, but doesn't know how to take them all the way. This is a card of someone who is impatient, someone who is egotistical and has no tact, and gets angry very fast. So if we're looking at how the children are affected by the fact that all they get is their tangible needs, is that they learn that if they don't get something, it's okay to be angry. This is what they see at home. This is what they see with the mother. It's okay to be irritated, to be angry. When you don't get any kind of love, feelings, any kind of real care, then you become this irritated person, this very impulsive person. And the one more thing is that they don't know how to take things all the way. They don't know how to finish things that they already started. And for example, they are not allowed to do many things. This is something that I picked up in Quora, that they are not allowed to do crafts at home, anything that is messy. Everything is very structured in their day-to-day life. The food has to be registered. So there is a lot of concern around the tangible things, about the needs, not about the mind. And when you don't see things that are being treated in a whole way, you don't know how to finish things that you already started. So this is one more thing that they feel. They don't know how to finish things. They know how to start, but don't know how to finish. But the worst thing here is their anger, their impulsiveness, their tendency to be lose interest very easily and get impatient and even be egotistical, because they learn that their needs is something that needs to be met all the time. Okay, the next card is the energy of their home environment. What can we see about their home environment? And the card that I'm getting here is the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is a card of wishes come true. This is a card that speaks about every wish that you just say you will get. Once again, this is a very good card. This is not a card that is showing any abuse. They are not abused. Their home environment is that every wish that they are saying has to be met. Every one of their needs has to be met. But this card, if you can see, the cups are its bottles, and they are poured into this big cauldron that is on fire. This even gives you a little bit of a cannibalism throwback. So this is even, it looks like these bottles are just elevating the fire more and more. So this is a combination of cups and of water and fire energy. And if we're talking about them getting irritated very easily, them getting angry very easily, so this card is only supporting that. They know that every wish that they have, they only have to verbalize it, and then, or to show, if it's lilibet that still doesn't know how to talk. So all they have to do is show what they want, and they need to get it. And if they don't get it, the fire is starting to bruise. The water is starting to boil. This is anger. This is a lot of difficulties. So here, this card is throwing me back towards more than just cups that is wishes that are coming true. It's also about them feeling that every wish is their command. But the fact that we got the Nine of Cups here just shows that in a whole, they are quite happy. I mean, they are happy children because they get everything they want. So this is not the Ten of Cups, which is a card of family and happiness and everything that you might wish for. So this is a card of getting wishes reality, but it's still not as the Ten of Cups. The family approach here is still missing. Okay, next card. How does it affect their feeling of security? And what I'm getting here is the Page of Wands. Well, not so good, because the Page of Wands is this eternal student, but this is the person that keeps on jumping from one bandwagon to another bandwagon because he's never excited, he's never ignited, very much like the King of Wands, but it is in reverse. So it is a card of someone who is never satisfied. So they are never satisfied and they don't feel secure, because when a parent is not really there, who do you have to count on? The only person that is there all the time is their nanny, so they don't have anyone to really count on. And this is a card that shows this difficulty to commit to things. Excessive self-confidence in a way that's their parents that are just not committing to them. This is a card of people that are all the time looking for things that will excite them, because nothing does excite them. This is a card of ending relationships, and this is showing us that those children don't feel security. They don't feel, they have this internal fear that they will be discarded of, because their parents need freedom, because their parents are egotistical, and their parents are not thinking about them. They are thinking about their own ventures, and they themselves are just another bandwagon. Okay, the last card is, how do they seek comfort? Or do they have anyone who comforts them? And what I'm getting here is the Two of Swords. So that is a very, very difficult card. The Two of Swords, that's a card of being detached from reality and being completely unable to deal with reality because of that. I'm sorry, no, that's not the Two of Swords. That is the Ten of Swords. I looked it up at I looked at the cards beforehand, and I was thinking about this card because you see the Two of Swords here, but there are 8 more swords here. So that is even worse. I mean, the Ten of Swords, it's a card of feeling that a storm is going over you. This is like the rock bottom place. So this is a card that is showing us that they have no one to go to get comfort. Even their nannies are not ones who are comforting them, giving them any reassurance. They are in this really rock bottom place emotionally. This is a terrible card for children, because this is not children are not people that not old enough to learn from mistakes and be able to move forward. This is not that. This we're looking at the real difficult side of this card, of feeling lost, feeling that everything is just nothing is grounded. They don't have anything solid to stand on. They feel that their parents are expecting this perfectionism, and this is a very difficult card. This is a card that shows that they are unable to express themselves, and they are keeping things in the stomach because of that. So then a lot of anger comes out. So this is why we got the King of Wands in reverse. When you cannot express your anger and you keep everything bottled up, then it comes out in irritation, in anger, and just it goes with the King of Wands in reverse, with the Page of Wands in reverse. So altogether, not a very easy reading for those poor children. Okay, let's see what does the Oracle cards tell them. And this is the Universal Dragon Oracle, another new deck, but this one shuffles better. So let me just put this here, and let's see what kind of oracle deck what kind of advice can we give those children when they grow up, because right now there is nothing much that they can do, but when they do grow up, what can we tell them? Okay, so clearing the deck, and Sussex children energy, Sussex children energy. Okay, the card that I'm getting is Patience. So you can see here the turtles, and the turtles are the very picture of patience. And patience means taking a moment to breathe and to wait. The pressure of time and delay can be difficult, but things must come to fruition in their own time. So this is about really being patient and realizing that what they're missing now, they probably will be able, with therapy, to replenish when they grow up. Right now, it is for them to try and relax, not be so angry, not be so impatient, like we saw with the King of Wands, with the Page of Wands, to try and calm themselves, to try and not expect too much. When you don't expect too much, then you can be more patient. Okay, so this is it for this reading. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave me a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.